What is the history of Boston sports teams? Have you ever wondered how Boston became a powerhouse in the world of sports? The history of Boston sports teams is rich and deeply connected to the city's identity. Let's take a closer look at some of the most iconic teams that have shaped this vibrant sports culture. Starting with baseball, the Boston Red Sox are one of the oldest and most celebrated franchises in Major League Baseball. They began playing at Fenway Park in 1912, which is still one of the most historic ballparks today. The Red Sox quickly made a name for themselves, winning multiple World Series titles early on. They secured championships in 1903, 1912, 1915, 1916, and 1918. However, they faced a long championship drought known as the Curse of the Bambino. This curse lasted until they finally broke through with victories in 2004, 2007, 2013, and 2018. Moving on to basketball, the Boston Celtics were founded in 1946 as one of the original teams of the Basketball Association of America. This league later merged to form the National Basketball Association. Under the guidance of coach Red Auerbach, the Celtics became a dominant force in the 1950s and 1960s. They won an impressive 11 NBA championships between 1957 and 1969, including an incredible run of 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Legendary players like Bill Russell, Bob Cousy, and John Havlicek helped establish the Celtics as a symbol of basketball excellence. In the realm of professional football, Boston had a rocky start. The city hosted several early National Football League teams, including the Boston Bulldogs in 1929 and the Boston Braves, which later became the Boston Redskins, from 1932 to 1936. Unfortunately, these teams struggled with fan support and financial issues, leading to relocations and folding. The Boston Redskins moved to Washington, D.C. in 1937, and the Boston Yanks moved to New York in 1949. It wasn't until later that Boston welcomed the New England Patriots, who have since become a dominant franchise in the National Football League. Ice hockey also has a significant place in Boston's sports history. The Boston Bruins were established in 1920 and are one of the original 6 teams in the National Hockey League. They have a long-standing tradition in the city and have won multiple Stanley Cup championships, further enriching Boston's sports legacy. Overall, Boston's sports history is filled with early successes, challenges, and eventual dynasties, particularly in baseball and basketball. The teams in this city have played essential roles in shaping American sports culture and remains central to Boston's community and identity.